Hey, it's Sam Robinson here, and welcome to GifZign. This is a brand new software from the GifZign team that allows you to be able to create GIFs by inserting videos or even taking videos from YouTube and turning them into GIFs. Now, it also has a screen recorder built in, so you can be able to create GIFs from the screen recorder. I'm going to show you how to do that today as well. And also, you can make the cinemagraphs where you have a moving element within the image and static part of the other image. So it's got a whole bunch of content, and this is a desktop software. It works on both PC and Mac. There's two different versions for PC and Mac, and you just need Adobe Air to play it, and it's highly likely you have this installed on your computer already from previous softwares. So with that said, let's jump in and get started, and I will show you how to do some of the things. So it's as easy as clicking on the plus button. We add a video for us to be able to turn into a GIF. So I can either upload a video off my computer or I can take one from YouTube. So luckily for us, here's one I prepared earlier. I'm going to take this link and I'm going to click back over onto this, and I'm going to put it in and click beam me up. You can do this with Vimeo links as well, but also YouTube. So I'm just going to let that load in. And so here we are, it's loaded up our image, our video from YouTube into GifZign. So we can choose the start time of this video. We can scroll through and find where we want to start. For me, I will put it into 30. I'll start it at 37 and I will have it end at about 40. Okay, so I'll choose 40. Because what we can do with this is we can put text over it. So we can have top text and bottom text. So, can you make the pizza? Cool, so we're going to put some text in. Now with this text we can change the size. We can change the opacity as well, so it can see through a little bit. And we go make a the pizza. Cool. Maybe we'll add this up here just to even it out a little bit. Cool. So we can change the text size. We can make it all. Relevant to how we want it to, and go from there. Okay. We can change the opacity as well. We can also upload an image as well, which we can do too. I can put the YouTube logo in or something like that. And we can just put it down or whatever, wherever we want it to. It can, if it's got a transparent background, really cool to be able to put into the image. So we'll put this down there as well. Okay. And we will be able to choose what other sort of filters we want it to have. We can have it as a vintage, version of the GIF. We can have it grainy or we can have it HD, and we can choose a loop. We can have it reverse or ping pong back and forth. For this case, we'll make it ping pong. We'll go HD, and we can also choose a mirror option as well. But since we've set all of this sort of stuff, now we can choose a filter. We can have it vintage. You know, it's sort of like a lot of the stuff on Instagram. You can reverse it, so we can choose an ideal filter for the better quality of what we want. Now we've got this. I can just quickly click preview. So here we go, we got the preview up now, and basically, yeah, it has built the GIF. I can share this on social media. The joke here, it's actually an internal joke between a bunch of me and my friends, is because my hands are all frantic on the steering wheel. It is like me making a pizza. So we can either download this right from within here, or we can save it. So I'm going to click out, I'm going to click save, because I want to show you a few other things before we move on to some of the other specific things you can do with GifZign. So there we go, it's all saved just like that. An advantage of this being a desktop software is a lot of the saving and things happens a lot quicker than a cloud-based one, because they don't need a rendering server. It is dependent on your machine. However, when you upload stuff from YouTube, it is dependent on your internet connection as well. So from here we go. We've got our GIFs that we've made. I can either trash them, I can download them, or if I click on this button here, I can put them into a number of frames. So I can put them into a number of hand-drawn frames and things like that as well. And then from there, I can save them as well. I just click on the preview button, and I can just click on download, and I can download them into a GIF. So I can say pizza GIF. And now from here, I can put this into my website and it will show up. That also has the ability to do it into a number of players, just like here as well. So you can just click play, and it'll have the GIF display on a website, nice and easy. So now something as well that has been very, very popular has been able to make cinemagraphs. So we can do that here as well. So I'm going to click on the add button, and I'm going to upload a video. Now for this case, I'm going to upload one of my favorite videos from one of my background collections. It's from Queenstown in New Zealand. Here we go, it's uploaded the video, and as you can see, it's a very picturesque setting. Now, what I want to do is I want to capture the still image, but keep them moving off the water going. So what I can do is I can also choose the start time and finish time. As you can see, the camera moves a little bit, which we don't want. So what I'm going to do is I will just choose the start time, and we'll make this one 10 seconds long. Okay. Now what you do when you want to capture the still part of the image, you click on this eye here. You can capture this, and this is your still part of the image, okay? Now, we get into the masking thing. Something I've noticed with GifZign over some of the other competitors that have come out recently is the amount of depth in what you can do, as well as how you can undo stuff easily. It's very, very refined, and that makes it so much easier. So we're gonna mask this image, and I just want the lake to be moving. So I choose the masking option down the bottom, I choose the paintbrush to get a paintbrush, and then I can choose the sizing as well, so I can make it as precise as I want to be able to cut around where I need. Now once I've got this, all I do is I just select what I want to move, which is just the water part. I've started with a thin brush just to do the edges, okay? And this is really good if you have something more precise, you can easily get around it. And then I move up to a slightly bigger one just to fill in the middle bits and get them out of the way as well. Now this has been a super smooth brush to use compared to some of the other ones we've tried in the recent weeks. This has absolutely been fault-free, and during the testing it's been really, really good. So now I've created the masking area. What I can do is I just click this button and it takes it off. I click this button, it takes the brush off, so you can see in real time what it looks like. Okay, and all we do is we just click preview. Here we go, so it's previewed it, and it's the grainy filter. Now what I can do as well is I can go back to this basic part. We can choose the filter, we can choose grainy, vintage as well. So if I click, what I can do is I can do it live right within here too. I don't have to jump back to the cinemagraph button. So I choose vintage. Here we go, we got the vintage filter. And in this particular case, we will choose the HD filter, and I will go through and show you. We will choose a filter that makes it look really, really nice. This looks really good. That's it with no filter. The filter makes very little difference actually, because it's quite a stunning place to be in the world. But we'll choose this filter, and we will click preview. Perfect, so there we go. The mountains are static, the clouds are static, everything's static, but the water is moving. Really, really cool to be able to create scroll stopping images on Facebook and things like that as well, to be able to post online and on your website too. Now, finally, what we can do is we can do the screen record shares. So let's check out how to record on a screen. All we have to do is click the plus button and click record screen. As you can see, you can choose the selection on what you want to record on your screen, the size, and you just literally press the record button, okay? So I'm going to drag this over to my other screen and quickly record some of it as well. So here we are on the other screen on my computer, and I can click record, and GifZign is now recording it. I can scroll through, and so this is perfect if I'm showcasing a video and showing people exactly what I do on the screen. And we're back on my main screen now, and it's put it into GifZign. So I can select what part I want to turn into a GIF. I can shorten the video to be only 3 seconds. I can do all the other basic things that I did before, put text and things over the image, add filters and everything like that, make it black and white. And I can also choose the quality as well, and just literally save it or preview it. So if I click preview, that's going to show it all as a GIF image, and perfect for putting this into our website if we are demoing a software or something like that. Okay, so that is GifZign. I'm super happy I've been able to show you this today. Some of the key points I'd like to just reiterate is, compared to the other softwares, this seems to have a lot more features. You can do the cinemagraphs, you can do video to GIFs, you can add filters, you can put them into frames and everything right within this. This is a very, very comprehensive software. Also, because it's a desktop-based software as opposed to on the cloud, it doesn't depend on a rendering server. So it's the power of your machine can determine how quickly this is able to take actions, and also it allows for a faster output of work. Okay, it works on both Windows and Mac, which is awesome as well. Now, also, finally, the really cool thing about this is it seems to be a lot more refined than some of the others too. It just seems to work every time, right time, first time. You, in terms of being able to crop the images and select areas for it to become part of the cinemagraph and things, it's ultra smooth, super easy to work, and everything like that. This is done by the GifZign team, very high quality support, really good guys behind it, and I have full faith that this is going to keep going from strength to strength. So this is a super handy tool for those of you looking to create viral content, looking to create tutorials for softwares and things like that online, or even just create engaging scroll stopping images to put online onto your blog. So this is Sam Robinson, been really, really cool to show you through GifZign. This is one of the highlights of the month so far in terms of software products, so I recommend you check it all out in detail down below. Grab access to during the early bird to get it at the lowest price possible, and check out all the bonuses you qualify for down below as well. If you create content or put anything online, especially images and video, this is something you don't want to miss. This is one of the best GIF images I've seen in a long time, and no doubt it will be one of the best moving into the future as well. So this is Sam, pleasure to show you this, and wish you success with GifZign.